Discover the secret to turning business problems into breakthrough opportunities.
Of their own problems. Whenever an issue comes up and your boss has to hire some outside help, keep a note of what the problem was and how it was solved. I saw all the problems in the radio control model shop I was working in, such as not meeting customer demand with certain products, a poor location, and inexperienced staff. I later used this information to start a chain of model shops that absolutely dominated the market. This is the same idea behind hiring a mentor or paying for consultants. However, this way you are actually getting paid while gaining the knowledge. Step 5. Test your fixes with a side. Before starting my own range of radio control models, I made sure to stock everything in my shops to get a real handle on what actually sold and why. He wanted to start an e-commerce store but couldn't afford to take any risks as he had very limited money. His biggest fear was being left with inventory that he just couldn't sell. What if he tried to sell a product he didn't have? He first tested this out with resistance training bands from China, but instead of buying them and having them shipped over, he just listed them for sale. When the orders came in, it gave him proof that the product was sellable, so he refunded all the orders and decided to buy the product after he knew he could sell it. He was able to test so many products using this approach. One of the most important parts of the testing process is measurement. What gets measured gets managed. That's the reason why elite athletes always measure their stats. There's this idea now in startups called the minimal viable product, or MVP. The term was coined by the CEO of a gaming business. Basically, they had the rough idea for the game but left the details and the path of development largely up to the feedback of the users. What was once a very scrappy and buggy game ended up becoming pretty amazing by just listening to the feedback and making constant improvements. Testing your idea could be as simple as just asking users what they think of it in a Discord or a subreddit. It's worth remembering though, the opinions of those that matter most are the ones that buy your product. And you won't know who those people are until you start selling on a small scale. Often you'll find that 80% of your results are due to 20% of your side hustle. This rule applies to many more things, such as 80% of traffic accidents are caused by 20% of drivers. 80% of wealth is controlled by 20% of the population. 80% of a company's productivity is due to 20% of its employees.